Hi, everybody. I'm spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White, and welcome to Ask Me Anything for June 29th, 2023. I actually had to look and see what the date was. I forgot. This month is going so fast. It's unreal. I think time just feels like it's speeded up. Well, how's everybody been? Hi, Deborah. Good question. I'll answer that, Deborah. Hi, Bernadette. Hi, Dee Dee from Chicago. Have we had some air? I'm gonna talk about that because somebody asked me a question about it, and I am going to address that. Hi, Renee. Hi, Deanie. Hi, Ellen. Yes, I am going to comment on the astrology of the wildfire and all of that. Yes. Hi, Benjamin. Hi, Carol. Hi, Linda. Hi, Gabriel. Hi, Mimi. Hi, Don. I love that question, Don. Hi, Rick. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Prue Smith from Australia. Hi there. Welcome. Hi, Gabriel. Hi, Tom. I could just keep going on and on. Hi, Troy. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Vicki. Hi. I always light up when I see you, Vicki. Hi, Kathy. So let's talk about, first of all, I do want to talk, before I even get into the astrology, about this smoke situation, the fire situation. I mean, as most of you know, I live on a farm in the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin, and I have to say it's been brutal. It's been brutal. We've had family members actually in the hospital because it's been so brutal. You can't go outside. I had to water my plants today. You know, we have a farm and I've got a lot of plants, and I actually had to wear an N95 mask to go out and water today. It's so thick and smells like fire, and it's just awful. Our dogs can barely go outside. They've got to come back in. I feel so sorry we have cows and the horses and all of that, and they're outside, and it's just awful. So anybody who's going through this, let me know. It's just awful. And it was interesting because I did have a question. I mean, I've had a lot of questions about this, and this is from Karen Sanders. And she said, "Oh, I love all the work you do." Thanks, Karen. She said, "I wanted to get your thoughts on what I see in the Canadian fires, and are they going to get under control, or should we just stay in the remainder of the summer?" And it is, and she says it's a heavy question. It is a heavy question, but we astrologically, let's get into that, because July is going to be a busy month, and it is going to be filled with powerful planetary shifts. Okay. And there's some main events that happen. And it absolutely, we've got Gandanta points, I think, on July 6th. Gandanta is where it goes from a water sign into a fire sign, or a fire sign into a water sign. And I think that we're going to be having some major issues with this fire in Canada for a couple of months, actually. I do. I think it's going to last a couple of months. Does that mean that we'll have maybe some turn where it is better for us to breathe? I friggin' hope so, because it's awful. It's just awful. But I do think astrologically, we're going to see some events in July that have to do with wind and have to do with water. And let's just start right now, because Neptune is the planet of rules water. It rules spirituality. It rules intuition, creativity, illusions, deceits, dreams, fantasy, entertainment, mind-altering substances. And it's going retrograde beginning tomorrow, and it goes all the way through December. And when Neptune retrograde happens, it can bring up all kinds of things, situations with water. It's in Pisces, so it has like a double influence, if you will, and it will bring up a lot of issues for ourselves, which it will be like looking. It's almost like taking off the rose-colored glasses, and you'll be looking at yourself and others, especially through the lens of addictions and dysfunction, and looking at what's good for you, what's not good for you. So if you are somebody that has addictions, this is going to be a time where you will be confronted, basically, from other people, from yourself, having to deal with your addictions. because Neptune, that's what happens when it goes retrograde, along with Saturn retrograde. It makes us look at our lives on a deeper level. Okay. And Neptune retrograde brings these issues up to us. Just also, the same thing could happen as if you are living with somebody with addictions, whatever they happen to be. You may also find that you just don't want to you don't want to pretend it doesn't exist anymore. And so this is the kind of energy that's going to be. The other thing that will happen with this Neptune retrograde, you'll be rethinking spiritual beliefs. So, whatever works for you or whatever feels right for you will be what your belief is. And it's going to be an interesting several months with this, because also when Neptune goes retrograde, we also look at things like people or things in the world, if there's been deceit, that kind of thing comes to mind. And speaking your truth and living your truth and confronting people maybe that have taken your energy. There's something about that. It's like the glasses come off and you're like, oh my God, I've had enough of this. And there's something really important about it. But it also brings up water issues. And I really feel that we're going to be having, a lot of water issues, a lot of rain, a lot of, which will help with the fires, frankly. I mean, it's going to be a heated summer is really what I'm trying to say. It's going to be a heated summer with all kinds of things coming up the next couple of months. And on July 1st, Mercury conjuncts, it goes into Gemini is what I'm trying to say. And this is in Vedic astrology, it goes into Gemini. And that's actually a really good place for it. It's an excellent place for it. They call it a superior conjunction when it goes into this. And when this happens, it might bring up for you new ideas, new inspiration, new insights. So it's a really powerful, the next several days are very powerful. So July 1st is Mercury moving into Gemini. Very, very powerful. Okay. Now, I'll tell you what it might be troubling is actually on July 2nd. And on July 2nd, Uranus, the planet of surprise, there's a square with Venus, and that's going to be kind of intense, a very intense day. So that's on July 2nd. When that happens, there could be a lot of unforeseen circumstances that happen. And I'm kind of bummed because I'm going to be traveling that day, and I'm thinking, oh boy, just, whatever. I'll get there. I won't get there. You have to take a good position. You have to be very open and easy when you travel these days, right? I mean, you just kind of have to be. So I think July 2nd is going to be kind of a powerfully intense day. And it could be it could trigger a lot of people into anxiety that day. Just could, kind of an intense day. But on July 3rd, this is really interesting. On July 3rd, there's a thing in Vedic astrology, in Vedic, it's a holy day, and it's called Guru Purnima. And Guru Purnima occurs on July 3rd, and it means the most auspicious full moon of the year. And it's a time when the whole world actually is blessed with divine light. And so this day on July 3rd is the perfect day if you are planning on, say, writing something or beginning a spiritual practice or healing, setting a healing practice for yourself, because it's a really ideal day actually in time to honor and commune with the divine. It's just a really great day also to be out in nature that day, and that's July 3rd. Okay, that supermoon is really a special one. It brings adventure, and it brings it's stronger than normal because it's a supermoon, so it's stronger than normal, and it should bring about good feelings. It should bring good feelings. Now, it also could bring a lot of emotion because supermoons bring a lot of emotions, but on the whole, it's a wonderful day to be out in nature if you can do that. And on July 4th, we have July 4th. I know that's Independence Day in the United States. Now, that it's an interesting day because that day does bring a bit of a caution to it, July 4th, because Pluto and the moon are in conjunction particularly in the United States natal chart. So that could be a pretty intense day in the United States. That could trigger some events there. That's kind of a pretty intense day. But the day after that, the 5th to the 8th, is the annual opening of the Sirius Stargate. That means that the sun, our sun, is conjunct, I should say, the fixed star Sirius. And in esoteric literature, Sirius, they call that the sun behind our sun. And it's a source of spiritual light on earth. And so again, time to spend time in nature, recharge your body, your mind, your spirit. It brings creativity. And this is about like the 5th to the 8th. And it's a very powerful time. So you can see the next several days, there's something every day. So watch your energy. Go into do a lot of, if you can, meditation. It's a great time for meditation. It's a great time to be in nature during these major aspects. And I will be writing about all of this. I've written a lot. I just haven't had time to post it yet. And I'll do that over the weekend. It'll be posted on my website and on Facebook and on Instagram. So that'll be up there. And I'll talk more about it when James and I are back, because we're going to still be out for the next Monday, but we'll be back on, I think it's July 10th. Is that right? Yeah, I think it's July 10th. We'll be back. So anyway, so there's a lot going on, and I think it will affect the weather a lot, tremendously, actually, this astrological, these forecasts that are coming up here. So I want to say, so let me see, I had some, okay. So Deborah Weaver, she asked a good question. She says, hi, Kellee, in Vedic astrology, do the characteristics of the 12 zodiac signs described in Western astrology remain the same in Vedic? Yes, they're the same. Probably even in Vedic astrology, they go even a little deeper probably, but the dates are different. So if you think you are a Leo and your birthday is like July 28th and you think you're a Leo, in Vedic astrology, you would be actually a Cancer. You would not be a Leo. So the dates have changed, but a good question. But yes, the descriptions are the same. And thank you for asking that. Yeah, Dee Dee, yeah, it is crazy weather right now. And it's just crazy energy right now. And I think it's going to remain crazy energy for the next, to the end of the year. I'm trying to think. I wish I could say, oh, it's going to be better. It's going to be, kind of intense. And we're going to have some amazing times, and we're going to have some, some rougher times here. So I hope, Ellen Fuller, that I answered some of the questions astrologically. But this wildfire, I believe it's going to continue for a couple of months, actually. I do. And Linda Reynolds says, thank you for sharing your gifts and wisdom. You're so welcome. I really look forward to your shows. Thanks, honey. Schedule with me anytime. I've got some spaces opening in August. I think I just opened that up in August. And then I've got some left in July. And then I'll be taking, I think, 2 or 3 weeks off in August, but then be back again in September. And I was going to run this by everybody. Has anybody seen, this is totally far out, but I just have to ask the question. Has anybody seen The Bear? If you've seen The Bear, let me know. It's on Hulu. It is a phenomenal show. It's a phenomenal show. It's amazing. And you want to talk about dysfunction and dysfunctional families? Wow. It has got one of the greatest episodes of a dysfunctional family I have ever seen. Season 2, episode 6. It's just a great, great, unbelievable show. Of course, if you have a real dysfunctional family, it might trigger you. There's no doubt about it. But God, is it good? Yeah, I just had to say that. So Gabriel M., she says, hi, Kellee, a question. Have you seen angels and archangels? Yes, ma'am, I have. I heard they are huge, like 9 feet tall when seen in person. I recall you met your spirit guide and the drawing is in your room. Yes, I did meet my spirit guides, actually 2 of them, and I did draw them. I did. And I have seen archangels and I have seen angels, and the angels can be large. They can be small. They can be all different sizes. And archangels tend to be larger. And then there are some angels, and I forget which category they fall into, that are huge. Just huge. But yeah, archangels are large. They are. And I have been lucky to see them. I mean, some of the things that I've been able to see, I can tell you they exist. They all exist. And I love one of my dear friends, Linda. And Linda, if you're listening, is going to be working with angels. And I can't wait when she does, because she'll be doing readings, working with angels. And that'll be amazing, which I think are fabulous. So Dawn Rosen, and she says, thank you for your unique vision, Kellee. You're so welcome. Why do I always end up in the marble temple in meditation? I thought it only had a few more rooms, but there are more rooms now. Very hard times with my health. Well, I'm sorry you're having a hard time with your health, Dawn. Now, when I started down this road of spiritual awakening, and I was doing deep meditations every day for years, I would find myself in a marble temple also. And I would find myself in lucid dreams in a marble temple. And I think that is where our souls go. I think it's a very healing place for us. And I think that there's a lot of wisdom that comes out of that area. So I know exactly what you're describing. And that's a good thing, honey. It's a really good thing. And I'm sure they will be helping you with your health there. Okay, I think it's a good thing. So Gabriel Dungeon, she says, hi, Kellee, can you give me any insight about my son from his birth date? Yes, I can. So I use what's called the destiny chart when I'm doing this really fast, because I feel that the destiny cards, the destiny system is very accurate about getting right to the heart of something very fast. So, and his birthday is 8/18, and that is an 8 of clubs. So 8 of clubs is somebody that they have a sharp mind. They can have lots of anxiety. I've had 8 of clubs that are very calm like cucumbers, which I can never figure out. Most 8 of clubs are in their heads like this. They can figure out anything. They're very psychic. They're fabulous writers. They're really creative. They can do just about anything. They tend to have anxiety. So meditation is great for probably for your son, honey. Barbara, hot and humid from Arkansas. I can imagine. I know everybody's having some really rough times with this hot, humid weather. I know my daughter's in Texas and it's pretty radical there. So I'm going to give some, I've got some, whoops, James's cards, talking to heaven. So I am going to. And did anybody do his meditation last night? It was amazing. James, if you're watching, it was amazing, honey. I loved it. I just loved it. Okay, so I want to give some cards out here, and these are from James's deck, Talking to Heaven. And Vicki, I want to give you a card from Mike. I am here helping you. I had to give that to you, Vicki. I saw your name. Oh my God, it's Mike out there. I'm here helping you. I had to. I love it. Okay, let's see. Okay, Kyle, I have to look at this. Kyle Hodges. She says, my husband just left me after 32 years of marriage. He's been romance scammed. Oh, God. And has spent $10,000 for this woman. Is there a good future for me? Kyle? Yeah. That he's out of, your husband, I'm assuming, is gone now. And so, yeah, I mean, again, it's interesting. We've got this Neptune retrograde, and we've got Venus coming up retrograde at I think it's July 22nd. And Venus has to do with relationships, and Neptune has to do with like pulling off the veil here. And so this kind of fits into that, looking at what's really good for you and what's not really good for you. I'm sorry that happened, Kyle. I'm very sorry that happened. But yes, take what you learned from that and get into therapy. Find a really good therapist, honey, because you're going to need a really good therapist. Okay? And there's definitely a future for you. Oh my God, of course. I mean, talk about a hell of a story. This is like something from Dateline that you would see, right? I mean, it's awful. It's awful. And I'm sorry that you're having that you had that experience. I tell you, Earth is a hard school, isn't it? It's just hard. But yeah, of course there's a future for you. And it's a great future. Okay, there you go. And Margaret, I missed the JVB meditation last night. Oh yeah, it's the last Wednesday of every month. And I think it was at 7 p.m. my time. It was so good. So good. Yeah, Lee, it was good, wasn't it? Yeah, Tracy, the meditation was amazing. Okay, good. Debbie Jones Griffin, I just started using these cards. Oh, good. They're beautiful cards, aren't they? I think that. Oh, thanks, Vicky. I know, Kyle. It sucks. It's the worst. It's the worst. It's unbelievable betrayal. It's unbelievable. But you will get through that. You will get through that. And what a story you will tell. Okay. Um, Eve Wolf, I'd love to hear from my daughter. I miss her so much. Her birthday was the 27th of July. Okay, but let's look at your birthday. And you are August 12th. So you are August 12th, and I'm going to get you a card, honey, from your daughter. So so August 12th. August 12th is an Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds does not have it easy. Like nobody has it easy. And that's a tough one. But let's get a card from your daughter, Eva. Okay. Ace of Diamonds is, they always say, for love or money. It's a tough one. It's not an easy one, but they're always really bright. Okay. She says to tell you, I was met by so many loving people. And I'm glad to see that. So what happens is when we pass, or our loved ones pass, a call literally goes out in the universe 6 to 8 weeks before our loved one here passes. And they're immediately greeted with their loved ones and the family and the friends and the animals and everything. Okay. So it's always on the other side, from the other side's perspective, is it's so hard when we come here, they grieve. And when we go back home to our home, they rejoice. They're so happy to see us. And here, we grieve when there's loss. It's so interesting, isn't it? It's such a thing. Colleen, hi Kelly. I would like guidance about my spiritual journey. Can you read for me? March 19th, 1991. Thank you. Congrats on the wedding. Oh, thanks, Colleen. Thank you very much. We've had the best honeymoon in the last 2 weeks. It's just been great. I'm not kidding you. It's funny how things can get better and better, and it does, and it did. Okay, so you are March 19th. March 19th is a 4 of diamonds. So let me tell you about the spiritual journey on a 4 of diamonds, Colleen. 4 of diamonds, we call them Ford trucks because you can take a lot. You can take a lot. Take a lot. You're here because security is very important to a 4 of diamonds. Security is everything. The funny thing about that is there's also this flip side of a 4 of diamonds, and they've got to have freedom. They've got to be able to travel. They've got to be able to go and do. And yet security is really important. 4 of diamonds are the ones that people go to because they're the strong ones. They can figure things out. Often what I find is a 4 of diamonds will spend the first half of their life, even a little more, working really hard to have that base, to have that security that is everything to them. And then often they take a spiritual road a little later. But if you are looking to have a spiritual road earlier, please, I think it's the best thing. And you were young, you're born in 91. So you're a newer model, as they say. I think that's great. I think that you should definitely be taking a spiritual journey. I also find for 4 of diamonds, they love like yoga, meditation, all of that. So definitely. Okay, Christy Oucher. Hi, Christy. Hi, Kelly. I'm really missing my dad today, and his birthday is 6/29, and it's his first birthday in heaven. Well, I think he's so happy that you guys are doing a party for him, and I just think he's so happy about that. 6/29. Okay, he likes parties. 6/29, Ace of Clubs. Okay, so today, and if your birthday is today, everybody, if your birthday is today, you are an Ace of Clubs. Ace of Clubs is somebody that loves to learn. Learning is everything. They will, once they get what they know, they move on to the next thing. They get bored easily, so they want it. It's not even almost getting bored. It's once they get something, then they have to move on to the next thing because they come to do different things in life. So, okay, let's get a card for him. Okay, Christy, here we go, honey. You are never alone. So make sure the family knows that. Never alone, okay? I always say it's not possible to be alone, and it is not possible. I agree, Linda. James' meditations are always wonderful. I completely agree. Last night was a super one. Angel Aguilar, I've done large group meditations starting in the 60s. Great. And James's monthly meditations are amazing. Absolutely. And Renee says, Kyle, Renee is holding you in love there. Yes, Luann, will the energy be any better for the Alaskan cruise? Yes, it will be, Luann, because we are forging through and it's going to be amazing. The energy is going to be amazing when we're there. It's going to be amazing. Okay, just hold that space. It's going to be great. We're going to have such an amazing time. Nancy Ross, hi, Kellee. My birthday is 11/16 of 4 clubs like me. Can you please give me some advice or insight on my job situation? Anything good coming my way? I need something to look forward to. I would say absolutely. So here's the thing with 4 clubs, and particularly in November, 4 clubs, because you're about, you need some excitement. You would get bored easily. And I feel that something amazing is going to happen for you when we get, and it might even happen before your birthday, actually. There's going to be a lot of change in the world, I think, coming up. And I think a lot of people with jobs are going to be maybe changing. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do this. I don't know. Something good will happen to you with this coming up. Okay. So hold on to that space, because I think November is going to be a really good, and it might even happen before then, but a good month for you. Okay. Okay, Karen. Hi, Karen Martin. 7-7, health issue lately. I've been working out the worst part. Boy, has it been tough. Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry, honey, that you've been having some health issues. And I know you are an 8 of diamonds. And I tell you, Karen, I know you're in Wisconsin like I am. And I know that this air is not helping, is it? Let's get you a card from, a message from your guides. Should we do that, Karen? Let's get you a message from your guides. And let us see what the message from the guides have to say, Karen. Yeah, it has been tough. I think it's been tough for a lot of people lately, but let's go. Here we go, Karen. You another, this is a separate deck. Who knew? You are never alone, Karen. That's it. You've got a lot of family members around you. You're never alone. Just keep, oh, and I want to say that's from Beverly. Okay, so keep doing the work. There you go. Keep doing the work here. Amber Lily, hi, Kellee. I enjoyed our reading together. Oh, thanks, honey. I did a reading with you yesterday. Thank you very much. Okay, Nicole Mahabi, hi, Kellee. My birthday is 9/28. Any more kids for me? Do you want any more children? Is that, if that's the case, 9/28, September 28th, that's a 9 of hearts. So 9 of hearts has such a big heart. Usually they want a lot of kids. You know, they're probably going to be a lot more kids being born coming up again. So if you don't want any kids, take precaution, because when Venus goes retrograde, it brings back old feelings. It brings back even old people that we've been involved with. It could come back in relationships. So if you do not want any more children, you have a big heart, honey. So if you don't want any, then proceed carefully. How's that? How's that there? Okay. Hi, Heather in North Carolina. Hi, Kellee. I'm feeling very uneasy about my daughter, 4/19. I haven't spoken to her for a long time due to her inability to take responsibility, drug addict, mental illness. And okay, so your birthday is March 20th, which is a 3 of diamonds, which is a hard placement. And she's a 4, April 19, which is a 2 of diamonds. That's what I thought. Boy, I could see where you would be feeling. Not only is she your daughter, but that's a tough one, because 3 of diamonds and a 2 of diamonds together can, they either get along really great or there are huge problems with that. So any insight, again, along the lines of these retrogrades bring people back into people's lives. So is that a possibility? Yes. Is she going to take responsibility for her being a drug addict and all of that? I hope so. I mean, sometimes they do, honey. Sometimes they do. Okay, that's how I'll answer that. They could. It's a possibility. So Christy Henley, hi, Kellee. My brother, I kept asking you about, died on Thanksgiving Day. I haven't yet had a celebration of life. Is there an ideal time for that? He wants his ashes put in the ocean, and 3/24 is your birthday. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he definitely, Is there an ideal time for that? Definitely put his ashes in the ocean. Definitely. Let me just tell you, and you are 324. So let me just go here. Queen of Clubs. Oh, you would be really thinking about it. Queen of Clubs is somebody who's really has a lot on their plate and wants to do the right thing for everybody. So he died on Thanksgiving, and you haven't had a celebration of life. I just keep hearing in the summer would be good. Something about being at the beach, and let's get you a card from him, okay? Here we go, Christy. Hold on. Believe in yourself. You can do it. So here you go, honey. Believe in yourself, Christy. He says you can do it. You can do it. Okay? There you go. Carol Ann Dalton would love a wink from spirit and advice on this challenging time. Yes, 1024. Well, let's get you a card from the guides. And you are 1024. 1024 is a Jack of Hearts. So Jack of Hearts is somebody who takes sacrifice on in this lifetime. So we choose before we incarnate. Really, what do we want to learn? And I don't just mean, like things that we learn from education. I mean, what is our soul needing to grow about? And in this case, Jack of Hearts means sacrifice. So it means that you would have taken on some challenging times without a doubt. But let's get you a card here from you, okay? Jack of Hearts always is somebody who just gives a lot out of their heart. I mean, it's a big one, actually. Trust your intuition, okay? So whatever your intuition is, honey, your guides are saying trust your intuition here, okay? So make sure. And, oh yeah, please pass this along to help our channel grow our community. Thank you for that, Renee. Okay, so Sandy Studner, my partner passed in September. I'm sorry. And his birthday was 11/12, and you are 8/18. So let's go with you. And I'm sorry that he passed in September. I've seen a lot of that, Sandy, of partners passing. 8/18, and you are 8/18, and I think I just did 8/18, which is an 8 of clubs. So 8 of clubs, sometimes they've had a lot of 8 of clubs I know have had a lot of loss. 8 of clubs is somebody who's very intuitive, very, very psychic. So I know that you'd be, Sandy, very, very psychic. And I would pay a lot of attention to your partner, okay? Meaning messages that he would be giving you, because I have a feeling he's been trying to get a lot of information to you, a lot of things to you. And I feel like there's a mother he's with on that side. So I'm going to say that to you here. Here we go. He says, tears cleanse the soul. So that tells me that you've been probably crying a lot over this. And I can tell you he's with you, sweetheart. He's with you. Okay? Just know that. Okay. Let's see. Beth Bellestria. Hi, Kellee. I'm about to do quite a bit of traveling and some precarious family interactions. Oh, Beth, me too. Oh, boy. Go us. And you're 1019. I don't mean to laugh at that, but it's really the way you have to. Family, they are something else, aren't they? Okay, 1019. And 1019 is a 3 of clubs. And I'm a 4 of clubs, so I feel your pain. James is a 3 of clubs. So 3 of clubs is very psychic. They are also great at business, great at creativity. We actually call them the psychic writers. They're great at writing. And it's the most, of all the psychic mediums, 3 of clubs is always, to me, the best. After that, I'd say 4 of clubs, but 3 of clubs is excellent with that. And in fact, along those lines, I had a question, and this is from Nick, if I'm saying your name right, Vanderpump. So I got the Vanderpump right, but I don't know if it's Nick or Neek Vanderpump. And your birthday is July 16th. And she says, I'm training to be a psychic medium. She said, am I going to be good at that? It begins to open, and I like helping people with messages from loved ones who crossed over. Yes, yes, and yes. Train to be a psychic medium. You're a Queen of Clubs. You'll be excellent at it. And the reason is Queen of Clubs and King of Clubs. Boom, boom, boom. Psychic, 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 psychic. So psychic. And a Queen of Clubs can walk in a room, and what they're really, really great at is health issues. So sometimes some mediums specialize in health issues. I don't. I mostly specialize in, mental health issues. But often I find for a Queen of Clubs or anybody that has trained as a nurse or a doctor or some sort of a healer works really well as a medium as well, because they can pick up immediately on what's going on in the body, especially Queen of Clubs. Boy, they are something else. They just are. So here we go. Okay, Carrie Samp. Hi, first time live. Hi, thanks, Carrie. Good to catch up with you. Can I have a reading on 526? Absolutely. So 526 is a 6 of clubs. 6 of clubs is about knowing their truth. So whatever you know to be works for you. It's funny about 6 of clubs. They will pass that knowledge on to somebody else. 6 of clubs is all about finding their truth, finding their voice, speaking it. Always they can do great in business and wildly creative too. So it's Carrie, it's a 6 of clubs are very special. They hold special energy there with regards to also family. Family is important to a 6 of clubs. So they come in with, and balance and peace is honestly what they want. Do they usually get it? They have to work for it, but eventually they get it. Okay, Nana Flower Power. Hi, Nana Flower Power. I'm scared to ask. I lost my daughter, and her birthday was June 20th, and you are 314. Well, don't be afraid to ask. Let's get a card from her. Okay, sorry that you lost your daughter, honey. 314. I'm really sorry. Now, you're a 9 of diamonds. So 9 of diamonds is about completing things in this lifetime. That's the first part of it. The second part of it is a 9 of diamonds. We call that the giver, and it's constantly giving to the point where you're like, is anybody going to give back to me? And the answer is no. You just accept that it's give. That's this lifetime for you. Okay. It just is, honey. 9 of diamonds is not easy. I don't think anybody has an easy card, but let me get a card for your daughter, honey. Oh, she says, it was my time to go. It was my time to go. And here's what I would say about that, Nana Flower Power. When you meditate, just feel her energy around you, okay? Feel her around, because she is around. She's definitely around. Pam Disseroff, I have to say 831, which is an 8 of hearts. My mother's birthday was at 8 of hearts. They're wonderful therapists. They're wonderful in groups. They're here to experience emotional love power, really get in touch with how much power you have emotionally, okay? And often to help other people. All right, Renee, would you put that other comment up? Okay, hi, Ricky Tenhoff. Hi, Kellee. I'm seeing a past life regression hypnotherapist to help me deal with the pain and depression in my life. That's a great idea. What is my birth date? January 19th. I love you and your healing. So sweet. So let me tell you, January 19th is an 8 of diamonds. 8 of diamonds, they always have a beautiful smile. You can always spot an 8 of diamonds from across the room because they have a big smile. It's not an easy path. 8 of diamonds is not an easy path. They come to look at values and power, and often there is a lot of past life trauma that is associated with an 8 of diamonds with power. And so I'm glad to know actually that you're going to do a past life regression. I think that actually helps. It doesn't help everybody that does that, but 8 of diamonds, to me, has almost a special need for that. So I'm glad to know that you're doing that. Also, 8 of diamonds is really creative, but they've also had a lot of trauma in this lifetime and in previous lifetimes. So definitely do that, Ricky. I'm thrilled. You have to let us know how that works for you, okay, honey? I'd love to know. And if you have somebody good that you're working with, let me know that too, because it's always hard to find somebody that's really, really deep into that. So I'm glad that you're doing that. Okay. Lisa Jamuzian, I'm also getting ready to do some traveling to see family. Yikes. Yes, yikes. And maybe abroad. And your birthday is January 12th. What do I see for you? So anybody that was born the first 13 days of January has very deep karmic pattern in life. It just is. That's a deep karmic right there, deeply. And and January 12th, which is a two of spades, and a two of spades has to overcome fear. So this is what two of spades comes in to do, is overcome fear. They're really bright, but often they will come in, they'll have their mother's fears, their father's fears, and fears. And you come to be stronger than that. So when you see your family, look ahead, don't get triggered. Just be aware of all the shenanigans that can go on. Okay. And don't have any fear. Do not live in fear. Turn that around. You can do that. Live in love. Okay. Tanya Fulton on 8/23, 3 of clubs. That's James's birthday. It's a very, very psychic birthday. Will my husband and son be waiting on the other side when I pass, or will they have already reincarnated? Tanya, of course, honey, they're going to be there. They'll be there picking you up as you're ready to go. Are you kidding? Of course, no, they're not reincarnated. My belief about reincarnation is that it's my own belief for most souls. Now, there might be obviously there's going to be some exceptions, but I believe that we wait long periods of time, 50, 100 years, if we indeed even need to come back, what is my belief on that? Now, there are some souls, like when babies or children pass, sometimes they come in a little quicker, with babies particularly, but no, they will be there, honey. Let me get you a card from them, okay? I promise they'll be there waiting for you. You will see them again, and that's a lot of loss. A husband and a son is a lot right there. As a soul, I can be in several places at once, so I guess they will be traveling, but they will be there, okay? I think this also indicates have some fun in your life, okay? If you can. Okay, Heather, thank you, Kellee, but can I pull a card? I can see my daughter. I can't see my daughter without having a panic attack in therapy. Well, that's great, Heather. Let me get you a card from your guides, but I'm thrilled that you are in therapy. That's a tough one, and getting triggered, I get it. And having a panic attack, I understand that. And I'm glad to know you are in therapy, okay? It's hard, right? It's hard. Relationships, children, it's all can be very tough. Okay, wait for this. Calm is not a weakness from your guides. Calm is not a weakness. Okay, so I know that you're anxious, and I'm glad you're working with a therapist. I think that's going to help. Okay, Ward Vanderplas. Hello from Belgium. Will I become a good writer? Well, absolutely, Ward. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get you a card from your guides. I think you will be a great writer. I love that you're from Belgium. Thanks for watching. And why not? Be of service. So maybe write when you're writing, think of how it'll help others. Okay? And you'll do really well. Do good things in this world, Ward. Good for you. I love that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Debbie Jones Griffin. Thank you, Debbie. She says, folks, if you have not had a full reading from Kellee, I can highly recommend that you do. Thanks, sweetheart. She is awesome, and the energy is so good and totally accurate when speaking and bringing forth your loved ones. I was amazed and impressed, and we'll do this again very soon. Check her out. You will not regret it at all. Oh, Debbie, that's so kind of you. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, so Trey, Kellee, is date we pass important as the birth date? Yeah, it can be. It can be. When somebody I love passes, I always look at the day as a destiny card, because we choose when we're going to be born and we choose when we're going to exit. And that's between God and the soul. It knows that exact time. But your mom was born on 4/23, and she died on 8/12/85. Wow, you didn't have her that long. 8/12. So, and she passed on 8/12. So 8/12 is an ace of diamonds. That's interesting. It's like kind of a new beginning there for her. And then she was born on 4/23, and 4/23 is a jack of clubs. All right, so she must have had. Was she a healer? I wonder to know if she was a healer. And you're an ace of diamonds, and that was her past date. Yeah. That now I get it. Yeah. And okay. Yeah, you're an ace of diamonds. And then she passed on that day. Yeah, there would have been some comfort around it, Trey. I get that. Yeah, yeah. I like that. Thanks for pointing that out. I'm going to start looking at that because I think that's pretty accurate. Okay, Nana Nixon. Hi, Kellee. So happy for you and your new hubby. Thank you. Enjoy this new chapter of your lives. We are. We definitely are. We are celebrating our 35th anniversary in October. Any message for us? Wow, we love you, Bill and Allie. Well, thanks, Bill and Allie. Let's see. So, Bill, you are 8-3, and that's a 10 of diamonds. And Allie, you are 1226. So 1226 is a five of hearts. So 10 of diamonds is about, actually we call them, well, you may not think it, we call them being blessed. There's something about that, a 10 of diamonds, that actually has, even though it's not an easy no placement is easy, but it's there's a blessed thing. And 5 of hearts is all about experiencing emotions on all things. So I can see that you guys would have been married together because you probably help one another through different situations. I would think that because a 5 of hearts feels everything, and a 10 of diamonds has to learn to feel a lot. So it's a good combination. It's a good combination, though. Thanks for Flora D. Thanks, honey. I had a great reading with you too. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Okay, Tracy Harbin. Oh, thanks. Oh, that's so sweet. Tracy Harbin. Dealing with my granddaughter, going through self-harm and depression at 12, trying to understand her birthday is 10-4. Oh, Tracy, that is a hard one. God, I know, right? Families, situations, when you have a child and you have grandchildren, oh my God, it's just can be intense. It can be wonderful and everything, but when you see them doing self-harm, it's like, oh my God. Okay, so, and depression at 12. First of all, I hope she's in therapy. That's the first thing I have to say. So 10-4 is a 5 of diamonds. Okay, I'm going to explain this. 5 of diamonds is about self-worth and self-love. Self-worth. So often what I find with 5 of diamonds, and you have to remember this, 5 of diamonds, they always are surrounded with angels, and more always with angels. So I don't know if your granddaughter understands angels or believes in angels, but now would be the time to tell her. And because they're dealing with self-worth and self-love issues. They're not worthy enough, or often I find them getting, beat up in school and that kind of thing, with bullies. They're also almost, many of them, I can't say all of them, but most of them are not from around here. And I don't mean, like Wisconsin. I mean, I used to say LA, now I say Wisconsin. What I mean is that they're like star seeds. They're usually so not from around here that they need some help with therapists that understand that they need help on self-worth, and they need to find their tribe. They always find their tribe. This period of time, I've seen so many of them with depression. She will get through that. Make sure she has a good therapist. Okay. I think that's going to be really, because she also will turn out to be a healer when all this is said and done. She'll be a healer, real creative and real healer will happen. They have to go through their stuff so they can learn about themselves on earth and to help others. Okay. So I hope that helps. Susila, I hope I'm not going to be able to say your last name, but I'm going to say Susila. Hi there. You're too pretty. I'm October 29th, which is a 6 of hearts. Can you please tell me what the change coming for me? Sending love to you from Malaysia. Well, thank you so much. So 6 of hearts always is about family, family. Taking on the family dysfunction. If we talk about family, taking on, like they want to take care of the family. They want the family to be okay. So here's what I would say. Always make sure that you're taking care of your needs. Okay. Always make sure that, because I know that the 6 of hearts, they will give their everything to everybody else. Okay. Also, 6 of hearts is also here to have great creativity. Okay. Big heart. It's one of my favorite placements, and it's one of the most challenging for them because it's easy to get involved with family issues and family crisis and family dramas and all of this until you take care of yourself. Okay? Okay, here you go. Chris Davis Hart, my son fell off the wagon. I'm so sorry. His birthday is March 23rd. March 23rd is a king of clubs. Now, king of clubs, male king of clubs are, well, females too, are in their head so hard that sometimes they have addictions. In fact, the thing they have to watch is an addiction. The last 10 or so years have been a nightmare. At least 8 rehabs. Oh my God. Oh my God. And successfully completed them all. My heart just aches. Your birthday is 10/21 and I'm his mom. Okay, Chris. Oh, isn't that you? I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, what was my agreement before we came in? So his agreement with you is that he will get through all of this, but he's the only one that can do that. Okay. You can love, you can do everything, and try not, and as hard as this is even to say it, try not to get on the roller coaster with him. Please don't, because you're 10/21 and October 21 is an Ace of Clubs. And Ace of Clubs, Ace of Clubs is here to have lots of different experiences. And a King of Clubs, you're right next to each other, right, basically. So I can see why you would be very close with him, I would think. But try not to get on that roller coaster, okay? He's got to do this. King of Clubs can pull out of anything. I have seen them from the lowest of depths come up to the highest. It's King of Clubs. I've seen him run things, write things. Well, he might be a great writer. Okay, so don't give up the ship yet, but don't get on the roller coaster either. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, Adam Bishop, dear Kellee. So you are November 17th. November 17th is a 3 of Clubs, very psychic, and you had a gear shift in returning to Australia from England for a long period. Unsure of the decision to lean into here and work personal. Fabulous glasses. May I copy? Yes, you can. I got them on. I think they're peepers. I think they're peepers. Amazon peepers. It's just a fun word to say. Okay, so you are returning to Australia from England after a long period. I think you should enjoy that. Enjoy that while you're there. Why not? November 17th again is a 3 of Clubs. 3 of Clubs does love to learn. They love to write. They love business. They love to travel. They need new energy. So I think that's probably a good thing, Adam, that you're there. I think you'll probably enjoy it very much. Okay. So Connie Rodrian, my daughter's getting married this September 23rd. Will the marriage be successful and will she be happy? And her birthday is 11/14. So 11/14 is a 6 of Clubs. Yeah, I think she'll probably be very happy because 6 of Clubs loves to be married. They love to be married. They love that balance of being married. Oh, absolutely. And September 23rd is a great day to get married because it's an Ace of Clubs day. They'll learn a lot together, and I should be doing just fine. Okay, just fine. Okay. Renee, excited for your book. Thanks, Renee. I'm so happy. Yes. Any updates? Yes. James is still working on it. James is my other editor. I have 2 editors, and James is one of them. Linda's one, and James is one. And bless his heart, he's been busy and traveling and busy. But hopefully we're getting there, Renee. And I think when it comes out, you will love it. It's really, I'm really proud of it. Okay. DK Kiefer, my brother was born on 8/23, which is a 3 of Clubs, and he just passed 2 weeks ago on 6/14. If he passed from dementia, any information? Well, let's get you a card. So he just passed on 6/14. Boy, that's just real recently. 3 of Diamonds Day, and he was born on a 3 of Clubs Day. So he came in with great creativity. I have to say that 3 of Clubs is great creativity. Let's get you a card from your brother. Okay, that's a tough one. He says, I had to leave that way. So let me explain what that could be. When you pass with dementia, first of all, when you pass with dementia, the moment you leave the body, you don't have that. It's the body that holds that in. So once you leave the body, you do not have that. And in fact, you're greeted with all your loved ones and your memory is right there. And when they come through to me, they don't want our loved ones that are here to remember them that way. They really don't. They want us to remember them as like what they were, and how smart they were, and kind of things like that. Okay. So thanks, Vivian. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, Karen Wolf. Hi, Kellee from Carolina Beach. Hi there. Can you give me some insight on my journey as a medium? Yes, I can. I've taken James's class and also used angel cards. Great. And certified in that as well. Fabulous. And your birthday is 2/21. So February 21 is a 4 of diamonds. Also, you mentioned using destiny cards. Where can I find this deck? Thank you for all you do. You're so welcome. Destiny cards you can Google the Destiny card system, and Robert Camp has a lot of information on that. He's written a lot of great books on it. I love them because for me as a medium, it gives me quick insight into the soul and opens, for me, I mean, I don't need to use them when I'm working with somebody, and often I don't, but for some reason, I like the idea of knowing, I need to know why somebody incarnated. I need to know when I'm working with somebody, why did they leave? Why did they incarnate? What's going on? What was their soul here to learn? And for me, that really helps. That, along with astrology, really helps. And I like having as many tools as possible when I'm working with somebody. But yes, you'll be a wonderful meeting, because February 21 is a 4 of diamonds. 4 of diamonds is strong. Learn as much as you can. Also learn about grief, because mediums, we work with grief. You have to know how to handle grief. You have to know, pay attention to the loved one that's here. How are they doing in their grief? Yes, it's great to give them messages, but you also are checking on many things. How are they handling their life without their loved one? What's going on there? So all of those things are really important. And a 4 of diamonds can do all that because they're very grounded. 4 of diamonds would be terrific as a medium. And I love, again, that you're taking James's classes, because he will give you, great instruction to have, how to work as a medium, and train you as a medium. I think it's really great. So yes, you'll do just fine, honey. So I want to thank everybody. Now, let me just mention, let's see, what? Anne Margaret says, amazing friends who are around the world listening tonight. 109 of us from around the world. Wild. Yay. How great is that? That's so great. And Anne Margaret, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person in Alaska coming up soon. We're going to have the best time. I'm so excited about that. So James and I will not be here on Monday because we're taking the week off for the 4th of July holiday, and I will be with my family in Michigan. So with my little brother Theo and my family, and it's going to be something else, and I'm really excited about it. So that's where I'm going to be, and I will not be back. I will not be here next Thursday, but James and I will be back the following week with our show, and then I'll be back to my Thursdays. And I hope everybody has a great week. And if you get a chance, watch The Bear on Hulu, because it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I have to know if other people are watching it. I just think it was so good. Thanks, Debbie. I will enjoy my family. You guys take care. Have a wonderful 4th of July, and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye, everybody.
You've been listening to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.